Do you believe he's going to be able to pull it off, or do you think CHILLAX have got quite a few answers to dealing with a Terrorblade that wants to have the space to farm?
There's a lot of sustain on their side with Chen and also Phoenix Sunray to be able to just like provide a bit more, because he's low HP hero and playing into Sanking Leshrac might be tricky. Early on, he doesn't like to play into Leshrac, but once TB gets to his like 3 item timings, he doesn't care about Lesh. He has like BKB, Scotty, Dragonlance, he's good to go. Like Leshrac just straight up dies unless he's, I don't know, an item and a half ahead of him. But yeah, like usually Leshrac is the one that counters the illusion-based hero, but not so much when it comes down to Terrorblades, because Terrorblade damage output is overwhelming for him in that short period of time. They do have like IO to be paired up with him. Panel talked about the aggression that Leshrac IO brings early on, so the map could potentially get smaller for Ivy, so they like the Terrorblade might not have what it takes to find the farm on the map. Mid Tiny, however, I feel like this hero is flexible. We've seen it in South America, it's very popular on the mid lane. In North America, it's popular on the off lane. Most of the time, it's picked just for the safe lane. The hero does well from the mid lane. Just maxing out your abilities and then being aggressive, playing with the runes. That's what matters for Tiny to be able to secure the runes, whether that's like Arcane Rune, he joins a fight, gets his combo 3 or 4 times, or whether it's a Haste Rune, so he can easily gank the side lanes. Overall, good hero. One of the most versatile ones, I would say.
All right. And how's sort of the matchup against the Lesh? Is it a bit tough, or do you do okay as a Tiny?
He's going to get the farm. I don't consider him to be like favored in this matchup, but he will get the farm nonetheless.
Oh, we'll see how that goes here between MTD and Mobi in the mid. Down on the bottom lane, so Ursa is going to have to deal with the Mars and Phoenix. I mean, would you sort of see these two doing enough to be able to harass the Ursa, stop the farm, or just having the Io by his side? Is that enough to outdo all the damage that Ivy's going to be throwing his way?
Mars plus Phoenix is a strong lane. Ursa, like he has ability to close the gap with the Earthshock, but also playing into God's Rebuke and Spear of Mars might be a bit too tricky for them. Like, a lot of the times Ursa is picked and you're like, oh, it's a good Ursa game, but we're talking about the early stages of Ursa where he can just lock onto the target and use his Fury Swipes like 8 times in a row on a hero. So Ursa's laning stage is a bit weak, I would say. Mars will still get the farm here.
And of course, on the other side of the map, we'll see how much low skill can find in his safe lane against the Sand King and the Bane. Seems to be doing all right so far. He's got the meta popped, so should be able to easily secure the next wave or so.
Radiant's courier has been
Both sides getting some couriers out on this early stage. We're seeing couriers being sniped down bottom and up top earlier. See if we get any sort of movements around the mid. We will have MNT come across. Let's make sure that Mobi won't be able to get a refuel of his bottle here.
That's pretty big. Just taking out the rune and also leaving Sanking on the top lane. He's playing against Chen TB. Chen doesn't have a creep other than the melee one, so he's pretty safe. He can't die. There's no meta.
He's doing fine here. The creep wave coming in under the tower. Man, not looking to dive him. I mean, as we've seen as well, a lot of sort of movements across the map early on from MNT. He's going to be able to get this next creep wave meeting behind the tower, so that will be taken away from low skill. As will be able to hold the wave here. Carefully deny pretty much the entirety of it. Anything down bottom, we're just seeing them stick to playing to the lane. Of course, Ivy, they're not trying to skip any creeps there. Just trying to take the fight straight to the Ursa. The Ursa also wants to bring it back to them. Gleb jumping forward, forcing Max to back off a bit. Still getting the CS out of this lane, 13 and 2.
Yeah, Mars on top of CS, 17 and 4. Now that Ursa picks up Boots of Speed, it starts to get a bit more ugly down there on the bottom, because the region coming out from Io, he does have Headdress, so Ursa can trade much better. I think he also needs to pick up just like a casual Orb of Venom to be able to run them down. It's super powerful on Ursa. And Ursa Io, I think this is one of my favorite combos. The way to empower Ursa and also unlocks the Roche early on as well. Like, you don't even need to have a mask to be able to kill it. So one thing to be worried about for Ivy.
Oh yeah, that's very true. CHILLAX, especially if they're able to get some of these early objectives to MTD, if he manages to take down the tower early in mid. It's Cube. We'll be fine. It's got the attack speed slow. It's holding the dive just in case Pleb is too aggressive. Top lane owned me. Out of range of the sentry. So also going to be okay. MNT ready to back him up. Passes over the south. Keeps him strong in the lane, but definitely that top lane where we're seeing the biggest difference so far. Not as easy for the Sand King to get the farm against this Terrorblade as it appears to be so far. Bottom. And Pleb. How's he doing on regen? Still down, and they've still got.
They have a healing style.
And Lodine's
take
holding on.
a couple of tangos, so he's good. MTD on Lashrak, putting an extra point in Lightning Storm just to be able to harass because he's playing into melee hero. I'm fine with that. We've seen in the yesterday series when Lim played, when Goon Squad played, he put also an extra point, but he did get the first blood. Like he just got a bit of extra, and this is the way for you to keep dominating the lane. As we said, you know, it's a less favorite matchup, but Tiny, he still gets the farm. I think one of the reasons why he, Tiny would do better, it's just that the 2-minute water rune got stolen from him.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah. That's definitely why CHILLAX put that extra focus on that spawn. See top trying to mess with the creeps of JM, but he's not having it. He's going to continue to be able to play around with these and make sure that Onme is held back from the lanes. Does continue to really struggle to find much farm at all from this top lane, the Sand King. It's coming up to 6 minutes. Still no first blood here for either side. Very quiet, calm start here from both teams.
Now we see that more often. Just like we see 1 or 2 kills in 5-6 minutes. Teams did get better, and they also understand what's in stake in a lot of these games. So no one makes like any of these moves. And bottom lane, Max getting jumped by Pleb, Pleb seems like he's gonna go for the Battle Fury. I've seen PSG LGD. They do love to play Ursa, and Ahmed does love to pick up the item.
Especially the fact that he's having a pretty easy lane trading farm with Max. Shouldn't mean there's any trouble getting it. And of course, as a team, they'll have the aggression of the Lesh that's going to be teaming up with the Iron running across the map, meaning that theoretically Pleb should have a lot of space and a lot of time to get himself online with that bit of a slower build-up. So they can chase down Cube. He has already used the dive. Might have a chance of getting him. He's not got any spirits. Okay, he's got them back up now if he needs. Pleb won't waste time away from the creep wave. Doesn't want to look to go for any sort of diving. And top lane, see Onme step out of the lane. He's going to hit up the Ancient Stackers. It wasn't getting too much gold out of that lane, at least not in comparison to the other cores in the game.
This also gives him free levels to Bane.
Yeah. You see JM coming over. I mean, he knows that Onme's left that top lane. Spotting it out as well with his creeps. See if he can steal some of the action. Doesn't look like he will. Looks like Onme will still be able to take everything from this one. And they might be able to turn and look to take down JM. Yeah, Onme definitely will have the damage. He's going to use the epicenter. And finally, first blood will fall. MNT actually the one to claim that. After the effort was put in by Onme. Low skill, trying to use a bit of the space to hit onto the tower, but MNT will turn up over in the mid. Now starting to see signs of maybe Lodine looking to make some aggressive moves with MTD healing him up.
Now, Lashrak definitely wants to pick up mana boots because he's playing with Io.
Yeah.
Just to have that extra mana sustain. It's insane what these two heroes can do together. Just the constant mana spam. Also, when you're playing with Lashrak, I love when Io picks up the Soul Ring just to have that infinite mana. Keep spamming it on Lashrak and he moves between the camps. Maybe they want to play it a bit different this time around because Ursa is going to be the one like true carry and his itemization will be Battle Fury, so they're preparing for like later stages of the game.
Well, see as well, Pleb did pick up the Void Stone first, so opting to have that ability to spam his spells a bit more. As Max has hit the 6, but didn't go for the point in the arena. It's just point in his Q and his W.
Everyone just focused on the farming. It's early in the morning for the gamers. I mean, it's noon in Stockholm at the moment, but yeah, gamers, professional athletes, they do wake up a bit later in the day.
Pharaoh's Trinket. A nice one for the Tiny. How's Tiny doing on his first time? Yeah, he's got it. That's going to be some nice combo to run around with. He's got the Trinket and the money for the Blink Dagger, so definitely eyes on Mobile to make a move, even picking himself up a smoke. He's ready to try and make something happen with this Blink Dagger reveal. We'll see who the target's going to be. The easiest one. I mean, actually, Ursa's not going to be too easy now that he's got the Enrage. Could be a little tricky to burst.
Yeah, Leshrac, he does have a full hood already.
Yeah, it's actually, it's going to be difficult for him to find a jump. We'll see what he can find, Mobile. Meanwhile, back over at the mid, JM Vincento will be found on his own as MTD and MNT take him out. But here we go. So Mobile,
he wants to go bottom.
That's what he can get with this.
I was checking Mars. He instantly started harassing Ursa, uses a spear and God's Rebuke to try to lower his HP so Tiny can try to burst him with the combo.
This should be rough for Chillax. Ivy's bringing in, they've got all 3 cores here. Let's see what they can get. They're in with the combo. That'll do. He's not able to get the Enrage off in time. They keep him perfectly locked down. Don't see it every day, but yeah, sort of a 3-core movement there. The carry, the mid, and the offlaner joining forces to get that kill.
Oh, JM Vincento, he could have been in trouble if Leshrac wanted to just keep diving. 4 points in Edict, but forcing out the Glyph. Because this build on Leshrac, also having the Pig Pole, allows you to just use your abilities and run them down. I think he might have killed him.
I think he did. He may have done indeed. Oh no. Well, you know.
It happens.
It's the thought that counts. You know, Mobile wanted to set up for a kill, and maybe it will still work. Here we go. Mobile's back in with a jump. You know what? They lost their Chen. They lost the tower, but Mobile was able to get back in. And they do get the 2 kills at the end of it.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a grief there, but in the end, it matters. So bottom tier 1 tower was taken down by low skill.
There we go. Well, that was nice. Nice little toss into spear there, Mobile. He's getting the grabs. He is.
This is the power of mid, Tiny. Like, he needs to get the ball rolling. He also found the perfect item for himself.
Yeah.
Fairy's Trinket. It feels like whenever you need this item, whether you have Void Spirit, Storm Spirit, it will always drop.
Absolutely, yeah, no. Lovely on these burst heroes, especially these ones that rely so much on just getting the kills early. Mobile, 2-0-2. Stepping things up here with this Blink Dagger pickup. We'll see how Chillax is able to keep up. So far, it's even overall on the net worth. Pleb, how's it doing on the Battle Fury? It's just about 1 sword away now. The money that he's got for that penultimate sword. So it's not going to be a bad timing at all on the Battle Fury. But the farm on the other side is still very strong for low skill. Top net worth right now. He's able to play the bottom half of the map. Get in on the Ancients if he wishes to do so. Chillax, they're looking to get aggressive. Ownby, it's his turn. Over on Chillax's side to reveal his blink.
Let's see who they can find. They want a big kill. Ooh, he blinks out. Good reaction time from Mobile.
Yeah, that was going to be a hard one to catch there. Cube is very, very low. Blink already have being used. Ownby not quite able to jump him underneath the tower. There will be a bit of a risk if Ivy do decide to fight around this tier 1. How much health has got left? Just a little low, but if they want to try and do something, Dupe will be ready with the Supernova. And you can feel it from Chillax. They're hesitant on pushing and finishing that tier 1 right now. You know, there's a chance that Ivy could turn up and pull a team fight together, especially with Max able to make moves if he wants to. Max this game going for the Yule Scepter, relying on the blink initiation of his Tiny.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yule Scepter is just great against Ursa to be able to kite him. Cube, he comes back in.
Oh. I mean, he's going to be okay, but that's a little risky there. Coming back on the dive rather than stopping at max range. He had a bit of a smile on him there. I think he realized that that was a bit of a dangerous move. Owned me. He wants him dead. And he'll get him. He will. Straight in with the epicenter. He'll make sure they get the kill out of this. And honestly, with the Phoenix gone, they should have a good solid shot of pushing up and taking down this tier 1 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Terrorblade, he continues to farm up. Dragonlance, Yasha done. Going into Scotty next. I think he needs to keep the casual Yasha in this matchup. Just go for Scotty BKB. This should be his item build to be able to stand his ground and fight against both Ursa. Because Scotty timing is extremely important, kiting against Ursa and
in
Flash.
the mid. Tried to set up on MNT. A couple of spells missed there by Max. They still get the kill, but now time has been put for them to turn up. Maybe it doesn't matter though, because the Supernova's out. Leshrac goes down, low skill. He's turning up to try and clean the fight up quite a bit. CHILLAX, they've got to get out of it. Got to get away from this Terrorblade.
I mean, they know that there is no epicenter, so Terrorblade feels very comfortable coming into this fight. Doesn't care too much about Ursa. Ursa for now just has that battle fury, but he doesn't care too much about it. Like, Ursa can't just connect onto the TB. Too much armor at the moment, and they do have ways of protecting him.
Yeah, a very, very good move there from IV to group around the mid. Low skill, keeping himself well ahead now with those kills and objectives taken. 2K ahead of Plebs Ursa. Scotty, it's going to be very, very good timing. CHILLAX, they'll look for objectives that they have the strength to take. Ursa and Io, as you mentioned, not going to have any struggle going for this Roshan.
And we're going to see the fight again. We still haven't seen the Fiend's Grip being used to full potential. It might be a bit tricky playing into Mars and Tiny. Maybe the sleep setup into relocate play with the Sanking or Lesh could come into the play for CHILLAX in the next couple of minutes. My man, he's just chilling. He's the most
having a great
chill
time.
guy I've seen in Dota for a while. So Ursa gets the Aegis, continues to farm up the Ancients. This Scotty timing is going to be huge. We already talked about the importance against... Oh.
Should be an easy one here for Ivy.
Not sure if they needed Arena there, but a kill is a kill.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. We've got Lesh here, so what, full tank on the Lesh in terms of just surviving against the magic. Hood into BKB. MTZ not messing around. Gonna get that Shiva's Guard next as well. Make sure he's got a tool to help him survive against the damage output of the Terrorblade. Paired up with the Io. Should be a pretty tough target to take out of the fight. It's going to be hard to keep MTD off them when the team fight kicks off and he's taken into the front lines by loading.
The game kind of slowed down a little bit, so we don't see Tiny doing the work. They also understand we need items on our TB, so Tiny doesn't really have a hero to play with. Might play with Mars, but also Mars doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so that's going to be his next item to be able to close the gap as well and get the second jump for his team. A little bit of Kale there.
We'll see again this...
The grief.
Oh, no,
oh
poor
yeah.
JM. Yeah, it happens sometimes. You know, you're going to see that chance to toss an enemy back under a tower. But then
And we even cut the replay so that it looks even worse. They did get 2 kills
yeah,
out of that.
I went really well after that. Yeah, Mobile's able to pick 2 more. But yeah, indeed at that moment, JM had to sort of bear with him and see if it was worth it in the long run.
Okay, we're going to
There
do it again.
This is the bit that shows Mobile making up for it. Another jump. And very nicely controlled as low skill. Also,
yeah. The first replay is what media spins, pretty much what they wanted you to see.
Yeah, that's the fake news.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this tiny griefer. Terrible player. And then it's like, well, was that the full story? Because, you know, if you look at this tiny Mobile, he's 3-1 and 3. He's kind of carrying this early game right now. He's doing very, very well for himself.
He is. He has Arcane Rune, so
Yeah,
he would
it's
definitely
going
want to
very
take a fight. There's a transition period from Tiny where he feels, that he can't just easily join fights. He needs Echo Saber to be able to scale, but he also does need a BKB. So Echo Saber, disassemble it, get a BKB, go back to Echo Saber. You also don't buy an early shard with Tiny because that's not your primary job in this game. I thought this was BSJ for a moment.
Oh, it's a bit of a similarity, yeah. An improved BSJ.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, a bit of lag, unfortunately, at the moment here with the players, so hopefully soon to pass. We're still waiting to see if their ping's going to be okay. We can get it back on.
My favorite moment is when someone says lag and then there's like 2 people missing from their chairs.
Yeah,
like...
we need to do a camera check. Yeah, we got all the players here. Has someone disappeared? Looks like everybody is here. So this is some real classic lag here at the moment. Yeah, we actually do have one of the players DC'd right now. It's loading. Looks like he's just getting stuff fixed. Dude, those are some cool statues that MNT's got. I like that. It's got some old board games as well down there.
Yeah, I
got a nice little collection.
Camera quality is not the greatest, so I can't read. I
like
also don't have my glasses at the moment.
What's that at the bottom right? Does that say Shrek?
Might be Shrek.
Is there a Shrek
It's the
board
Shrek
game?
DVD. Yeah, it's the extended version.
But is it
very rare one.
of grief.
I don't think. Is that
I
Shrek?
think Shrek 1 came out 20 years ago.
No, it didn't.
I think it
no,
did. Let
he's
me,
gonna
let
make
me
us
Google
feel
that.
old. When did Shrek 1 come out? 2001.
21 years
21
old.
years ago. Oh no. That's a good film. It's been about, what, 6 of them now, wasn't there, Shrek?
I think I watched 3 or 4 of them.
I think I watched 2. What's the one with the cat in? That's 2, right?
I watched a long time
2 was
ago.
good, actually, right? 2 is the one with, like, the cat and the gingerbread
They're all.
man.
What do you mean that one's good? Every single
every
movie that I
Shrek
watched, I can't take it anymore, Owen.
I'm still waiting for loading. Hopefully he's able to get his internet back in shape. The players all very chill. As you said, everybody's sort of in wake-up mode. First series of the day, first game of the day.
Yeah, we're also a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Takes time to wake
the
up.
game's matching that pace. We're 17 minutes in. It's only 6 minutes. Have a stretch. JM getting himself ready to get back in.
You should do the
Getting
same
ready.
chat. Stretch a little bit.
Yeah, it's good for
Get some water.
Have a stretch, boys and girls. Hey, it's Brian.
Yeah. They do look kind of the same.
I think it's the hairstyle.
Mom, can we have BSJ? We have BSJ at home. And the BSJ at home. They even play the voice line. Production is so good. Like, you can say whatever and they'll do it.
Well, we have, I think Low Skill's got Low Skill in the game. He's playing BS. I think that might have just not been production, actually. Was that? Yeah, that's not the production. That's just Low Skill. Low Skill's been playing the BSJ live.
Oh.
He's got it.
Never mind.
Yeah,
but,
that's Low Skill.
you know,
isn't it?
still stands. Production is top tier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. About to MNT. Oh, what is statue? Oh, I recognize that. I think that's a Link statue. That's like a Zelda.
I think that's Witcher, the second
Oh,
one.
yeah, you're
on
right.
the left.
I'm pretty sure a Link from Legend of Zelda, right? It's got a Geralt statue. Then what's the one next on the right?
Some goblins, I don't know.
Some goblin. What's the big one? That's probably, that's some, is that World of Warcraft or something?
Might be.
I don't know. Anyway, here we go. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for bearing with us during the pause. It's Illidan. There we go. There we go. Yeah, some good collection there from MNT.
Radiant are scanning.
Right, let's see, where were we? Mobile, what was, he was getting his item done. He's got the Echo done. Well, that's a lovely little item that, actually might not. Yeah, it's a lot of magical, actually. Nethershaw's probably quite good for him to hold on to. He wants to take that. Low skill. 600 gold off the Scardy. Cute, leaving the game. There he goes, off he goes.
Has that Spirit Vessel, so the healing coming out from Io is not going to be the great anymore. And yeah, having this Sunray maxed out really helps out a lot. Usually from 5 Phoenix, I've seen mostly Shard. Shard just works really well on the hero, and if you can get the Supernova off, they don't have heroes that can just go in and kill the egg, except Ursa. Io does provide some attack speed, but not sure if they feel too comfortable going in. Maybe with the BKBs, because Leshrac does have one. Ursa getting one in less than 1,000 gold. So they do have it, and there's like no abilities that go through magic immunity. So if egg is not placed properly, they can just straight up kill it. It's also level 1 egg.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard for them to tackle, unless the positioning's bang on from Cube. I mean, we saw last time around that fight around the mid, Cube was able to get in a very nice position.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Had the 3 of them coming down towards the bottom lane from Ivy, but not quite finding a chance to make a move. It's on the top lane where damage is being done. MTD pushing in with the Edict, taking out at least half the tower's health hit. Ivy. We'll just have Cube and Mobai up here for the defense. It's enough. I'm just going to see, okay, Lesh is going to be picking up the Ags next. We don't, it's not something that we see all the time here, the Aghanim's Leshrac.
It got buffed at 731.
Yeah. Okay.
Spell immunity no longer dispels nihilism.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one against TB.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Problem is, like, you need to get there. You just need to farm 4,000 gold.
Oh, we'll see how much it does mess with low skill in the fight.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
As they're still sort of sticking away from the Ursa, respecting the fact that Pleb has the Aegis. We'll look to find right now. Bottom. Max having to drop the arena down, but the relocate coming in.
The extra healing from
he's gonna
Chen
be
actually
okay.
keeping him alive.
Yeah, the arena holds back MTD long enough. It's going to try and chase, but now low skill's got the damage, and with the Skadi, MTD's going to be lucky that he gets a trip back out there with the Io. So that was a lot coming out from low skill. Might not get the kills. Well, actually, maybe Mobai. He's hunting in the trees, and he's actually managed to find Owned Me. So Owned Me will die. Ivy, they're pushing on here for more. The Egg's going to be put down as CHILLAX have to stay away from it. Again, they can't get near the Supernova.
Another toss is ready.
Mobai, catch after catch, but Pleb does react quick with the BKB. Aegis is going in 10 seconds, so we'll save him the once. But is he going to get out a second time? I don't think so. There's nobody here to help him. He'll pop the ult. He'll try and run towards Max.
Oh, no, he'll get Max.
He actually gets the 2 of them. With the cleave as well, he picks the 2. So he's able to take 2 down on the way out there.
I think he's pretty happy about that one. Mars missed his God's Rebuke. If he pushed him a bit further away, I think he would have lived. Or if he used the Soul Ring and Yule Scepter, potentially
I think
just
they both
try to get
there.
away. Because he had already 6 stacks of Fury Swipes, so a lot of damage taken.
Yeah.
It was also greedy play. He could have just gotten out of that. And yeah, but still big fight for Ivy. Even though losing 2 heroes, most important thing is low skill. He's not dying.
No, this Terrorblade looking very good. And so yes, so great moves from Mobai. Getting these catch out to catch with the blink tosses.
He's going for Lincoln Sphere next. That's
I guess, what, worried about the grip?
they can cancel the grip.
Yeah.
Burrow Strike, grip. These are like only 2 abilities that he needs to be careful about. But eventually, like, you're gonna need a BKB because you see Leshrac with the point booster. So you know he's either going for the Bloodstone or he's going for Aghanims.
Sure.
In this situation, Aghanims just feels better, so you need to prepare for it.
Oh, we'll see. He has committed. He's picked up the recipe. So yeah, just 800 gold to go, and he'll have that added to his items. I mean, with the speed that he's getting them, you know, there's high chance Slow Skill's able to get the next one after that. Very, very shortly anyway. We'll see. Anyway, back here, as you said, maybe a bit what beam ways that Ivy could have survived this.
Let's see that again. Loss, 6 Fury Swipe.
And the poor old Cube caught in the cleave. A easy couple of kills.
Yeah.
A beautiful bear. A very happy bear.
So Tiny going into BKB has it after he disassembles Echo Sabers, so he's gonna be very safe coming into the fight. Like he's tanky. Ursa is a counter to Tiny, but I'm not sure if he can just lock onto Tiny and just straight up kill him. So Lincoln's done on Terrorblade, as you said. Maybe he's afraid of a Nightmare as well. Oh, there's the big grip.
Oh, they're going to put the egg down. But I think this egg's not going to be successful. Yeah, this time round, CHILLAX, they are able to take out the Supernova. And now MTD's going to be ready to chase some more. It's running over towards Jen Vincenzo. You got Bane with the control on Max. So after killing off the Chen, they can turn their attention over towards the Mars. As this time round, CHILLAX, they'll take a very clean 4 kills and won't lose anything themselves there as they pick a perfect fight.
They lose 4. Terrorblade was not there. If DB was close, pops the meta, maybe that fight is a bit different, but the great jump, understanding that like even with the Supernova, they can still bring them down.
Yeah.
It was a bit ambitious, Supernova, because he was very close to the fight, and like you're standing next to Ursa. If he has overpower ready again, you're just gonna straight up down. And this is gonna be Barrett.
Rough. I mean, well, it's 12-11. There's only 1k gold difference. At 24 minutes in, CHILLAX is taking a barracks.
I mean, Terrorblade's gonna need a BKB. Like, this Nihilism is gonna destroy him.
Bye-bye. He's got the toss back onto Pleb. Mobile's gonna put the BKB. So has to be careful around this Ursa. Pleb's able to get the blink off. They won't be able to punish CHILLAX there at all for taking their barracks. Maybe they can still get a catch now. Max.
BKB's ready.
BKB TP. That's all he needs to do here. Pleb, he's easily out. CHILLAX, they do indeed get out everybody. Nobody to go down here on CHILLAX. Roshan, unfortunately for Ivy, not up. If it was there, they may have had a chance to sneak in and take it with the Metamorphosis.
It would be a great timing.
Low scale. He's going to go for the damage as well next. He's going to go for the Daedalus here. Yeah, well, he's still a little scared of him getting blown
It is. If Leshrac gets on top of him, like, he's not going to be able to deal damage.
Maybe a bit of a risk with this build, but see if it pays off for low skill. Come from Mobite. The quick grab onto the Bane. MNT buys some time for himself with the Nightmare. The arena's down, but MTD straight away is on top of Max. Max able to step out to the side. The Supernova's there. They're trapped in the arena. Low skill's coming in, dishing in the damage. Focuses down MTD, but there's the jump on the back here. Straight away with the Sand King. Epicenter only looking for the counterplay, but they've got the protection down. Only will die for that. Max ready with the jump up, seeing if he can catch more.
Yol Scepter's ready in a second.
Get the connection on MNC. They also get the toss back on Pleb. Triple kill for low skill. Excellent fight from Ivy around the pit. Roshan is just about to spawn.
Oh, perfect timing. Doesn't get better than this. So yeah, they're gonna pick up Aegis and Shard. He didn't get stunned because of the Lincolns here from stanking, so he can't dish out the damage, and also he's keeping the distance from the Leshrac with that Scotty. Once the BKB is down, like, Leshrac just doesn't feel too comfortable getting on top of the Terrorblade. And who's going to be picking up? Yeah, they're going to give Shard to Tiny.
Oh, that's a nice shard to get for free.
And now you can start transitioning into, like, more damage items. I want to see what his next item is going to be, whether that's going to be AC or he wants to, like, be more of Assassinate type of a player, get a Shadow Blade / Silver Edge. And it also gives you a bit more survivability, because if Ursa jumps you and the supports are not there to pop the dust, you can survive. Because we've seen that he's trying to kill Tiny in the fights, and Tiny still doesn't like to play into Ursa, but yeah, having a level 3 ulti and staying near the Phoenix and also the Chen with the mech plus ulti does give him extra survivability.
See what CHILLAX are able to do whilst Ivy have this window with the Aegis on low skill. This could be Ivy's chance to maybe try and push for a barracks themselves, even the playing field. See how much they can get from this.
Leshrac buying a blink. He wants to get on top of Terrorblade. Like, he understands what his job is. Has a casual plate mail on top of that just to be able to give him extra survivability. Understands that most damage is going to be physical. Good jump.
Yeah, straight away, getting rid of Cube, getting rid of the threat of the Supernova. Over to the side, Max. He's got a good jump. He's caught both supports. Allows low skill to finish them off. See the BKBs come out for CHILLAX. They focus towards the easy kill first. They look for the Chen. They take down JM. Ursa might need a bit of help. IO is only going to be able to bail out one of them. He'll get the Lesh back to safety. Overall, Ivy, again, just coming out of these fights with their cores untouched.
And they have meta plus a Wolf, so they can potentially go for the high ground even.
Bye-bye.
They're not done.
He's going to get the jump over. MTD seeing if he can help Lodine out here, but Lodine is just going to die underneath the tower. Ivy with absolutely a solid window to take a, would imagine, at least a barracks here. We'll see if there's going to be any sort of defense CHILLAX can pull together.
They know IO doesn't have a buyback. 40 seconds without Ursa. They can try to poke it, see what happens. Doesn't have enough gold, 50 gold short, but Sanking is just an insane hero in this.
I guess,
match.
yeah,
like his talent,
respecting the
Sandstorm
Sanking.
DPS and the Sandstorm radius. Look where he can stand and still defend the tower.
Yeah, it was enough to stop him. Ivy, they hold back from going for the high ground on the top lane. Even though you've got these two heroes dead, they're still that respectful of what CHILLAX can pull together with the three of them. They may have the Aegis, but they'll just settle for the easy objective with the tier 2. They don't want to try and push their luck any further for now. CMTD, he's now got his next item done. Shiva's Guard complete. So again, sort of the combination of using that and then whilst the debuff's gone, coming up with the nihilism between the attack speed slow and the straight up disarming. Low skill definitely could have a bit of a rough time getting the hits in. As long as MTD is able to get on top of him and survive.
Big item on Phoenix. He decided to go for Heaven's Halberd, so that's just great against Ursa. Great kiting. If you get that off before he can use a BKB, he feels very useless in a fight, and like try to force him to pop a BKB and he can't attack during it. And also Tiny has one queued up as well after finishing just a casual Crystallis. Blast Rig, it's a huge item against Ursa. The 2 seconds of him not being able to attack you is pretty huge, and just having the extra 7 armor.
How long have they got left on this Aegis still? Okay, down to the last minute. Metamorphosis used. Gonna see if they can try and take a set of racks with the remaining seconds of the Aegis. Whole team of CHILLAX is up. CHILLAX is gonna jump in time. These racks are falling fast. And here's the jump now. The racks, they've got. As Ivy, they are able to even the game for this moment. MTD's gonna jump in. There he is with the disarm. See them turn with the Sunder. Supernova's out as well, so MTD will have to back off. Ooh, good save.
And Ivy, they need to go back. Like, they popped the meta, and good play there. Using the Sunder on Phoenix, who immediately pops the Supernova, just to be able to get the HP back. After that, they got the tower, they got what they came for. Tiny does have double damage for another 10-15 seconds.
Doesn't look like they'll have any chance to jump back in though. But indeed, Ivy playing very well so far. This is a team that has struggled in a lot of series, but here so far in this first game against CHILLAX,
I think this is their best performance so far.
Absolutely.
That they had. They won some games, but this game's still not won. But
No.
like the way they've been playing it, the itemization, like things are on point. And Chen has been holding on to the Harpy Scout. It struggles. It gets out of mana, like you lose mana because it's not Helm of the Dominator creep, because Helm of the Dominator creep gives you extra 4 mana.
Ivy playing again very cautious now that the Aegis has been lost. In terms of timing, what are we seeing? We're at least 2 minutes to the potential Roshan. There's every reason to believe that Ivy could just wait for that.
And I just want to point out the creeps that Vincento has. He has a Centaur Courser, which has a Cloak Aura, so extra 15% of magic resistance. We're playing into Lash, which is pretty big. Gives a little bit more damage with Alpha Wolf to Terrorblade, and also just the scouting ability of the creep that we mentioned, and also Ogre Frost Mage. he understands like what the job is. He's not going for like triple centaur stomp type of a play, but giving extra armor against Ursa and also giving them this magic resistance aura against Leshrac feels really nice to have.
MNT is going to be very dead here. There's no interest in the rest of his team trying to help him. Not a chance. As the beginning of the lane's pushed in, Max is going to be looking to queue up a nullifier for his next big pickup.
Low skill does have a full Hurricane Pike, so that's an item that he can like try to counter Nihilism with, push him away.
Try and go on Max.
He got disarmed.
Max able to get the BKB off, but the bash is there. Max, he's running away from Pleb, but Pleb is able to chase him out with the BKB. Still though, CHILLAX, they've got 3 dead, make that 4 with OwnedMe being chased out by the damage. The right click of low skill. Pleb with his BKB and his ult already used. Also, no way of running away from this one as low skill. It's another triple kill for him.
Yeah, this might be it. This might be the game.
They're crushed in this game. This is, as you said it, this is so much better than some of the games that Ivy's been pulling off. This time round, they're smashing it. Low skill, 1408.
Look at Tiny's damage. Like, he has extra 300 damage coming out from the Alpha Wolf and also Vlad's on Chen.
Pleb, just gonna jump in. Trying to start the fight off here. MTD looking to follow up on this, but they don't have the damage to take out low skill. You can casually step away.
Roshan's being pinged out. It's going to be long spawn, more than 2 minutes. There is double damage on the bottom that spawned. CHILLAX, they do have vision on it.
Let's see if CHILLAX is able to sneak out and grab it. Need a little bit of something if they want to have a chance of taking these fights. The last ones have proved to be very, very difficult for them in these 5v5s. Ivy just taking control each and every time. Low skill, pretty much having the gold for his Satanic. See if he wants to sell something. I'm going to attempt to smoke up with the 2 of them here, CHILLAX. It's unlikely they'll get a successful jump. Ivy grouped up, not letting anybody get left alone.
Phoenix, like, you know that his Supernova is going off in a fight. He has Heaven's Halberd, has Eon Disc, Supernova is level 3, so Ursa can't even just like go and try to kill the egg in these fights. It's very difficult. He can't just stand the ground and like will need to pop a BKB, might even need an extra hero, and during that time you're gonna be hit by both Tiny and Terrorblade, so I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. So they know exactly where CHILLAX is. They're holding the high ground. Lanes are in an okay spot. Top lane's being pushed in, but they already lost the barracks. But someone will need to come in and try to take care of that. Roshan, 30 seconds. Oh, Pleb.
Ooh. This is a bit scary. Pleb. They're looking at him. I'm gonna get in with the jump. Pleb, he'll get the BKB off. He's going for the TP, and with the enrage, that damage resistance will allow him to get out safely.
Rest of the team relocated in.
They wanted a fight. Even though Pleb had to bail out immediately, MTD has been caught close to the damage and the stun of the Supernova. As that's MTD gone for 2 minutes. They made a choice to go in as their carry had to bail out, and it did not work out great for them there, CHILLAX.
Oh, MTD gone for 100 seconds.
Yeah.
This is third Roche. Aghanims, Cheese, and Aegis. They just don't have enough damage at the moment to deal with the Terrorblade.
Low skill's out of control there. He really is. There's the Aegis. The Aghanims also consumed by him.
38,000 net worth, 37 minutes in. He got this extra 6k from the Aghanim's Blessing, but still extremely farmed.
Yeah, the numbers look great. And spends up, gets himself the full Satanic. Let's see what they can do in terms of defending here, CHILLAX. They've only got the 4 of them. OwnedMe is going to look for the jump. Ooh, they even
get
a
his Thunder
burst
off.
once.
He can.
They can't even take him down the once. Thunder back up to full HP. Low skill's fine. As Ivy, they can look to take a second Rax. Not a chance for CHILLAX to stop them from taking that, and now just swinging down towards the bottom lane. See the jump forward, Pleb. He's tried to go in, but the damage coming out at the moment is far too much for him. We'll be able to walk back to the base here with Lodine saving him, but Lodine will lose his life for it. There'll be a buyback from Lodine. But Ivy, they can just ignore chasing the kills and just keep their sights on the objective. Pleb jumping in again once more. This man is aggressive. He got the ultimate. Max is in on towards him. They've got the stun on Max. Max gets the BKB off, but he does die. Taking out the Mars, Max will buy back. They've got 10 seconds, and we will see MTD back in the game. So maybe Ivy not going to quite get the Mega Rax yet. CHILLAX.
They're waiting for Mars to come back, and then they're going to go in once again. Meta ready in 20 seconds, so that's what they're waiting for. One last push. Still, TB's untouched. Like, they didn't manage to kill him even once.
No.
This one was, like, relatively close. He pops the Thunder on Sanking and goes back to full HP.
Let's see what they can do. That's the range rack's gone. Just a last melee rack standing between them and being megaed. They'll look for the jump. Slides out of there quickly with a Hurricane Pike response. It's Pleb. Try and commit in. No skill. It's got the backup of Mobile. Mobile Max jump forward. Pleb and MTD taking a heavy amount of damage. MTD's not able to get away from low skill. He goes down. Pleb will manage to return to the fountain here with a BKB. Owned Me is attempting to hold back the rest of Ivy outside of the base. They will come looking for him, and they've got the detection down. Owned Me's out. As the Mega Creeps, they're there, and they've had enough. GG, it's cool. Game 1. Ivy looking the best that we've seen them throughout this tour. It really came